How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am in Golden, BC. Stayed here overnight just on the side of the Trans-Canada Highway on my way back from New Denver area to Calgary. The weather is very, very, very cold. According to my weather apps, it's either minus 15 or minus 10 degrees Celsius outside right now. And if you missed my last video, when I was coming over the Rogers Pass, I actually ran out of windshield washer fluid, so I mixed the tiny little bit that I had left in the bottle in Grace with some water just to get me through or down the mountain. Didn't get me quite all the way down the mountain, and it froze up in my lines. So I'm going to try to rectify that today. We got about a 3-hour drive still ahead of us. I didn't want to do any more driving in the dark, and I had my entire home with me. So we hunkered down and we stayed put here last night. Got some editing done. Watched, we started a new show, well, new to us show on Netflix. Started watching a show called Louder Milk last night. Hilarious. And yeah, had some trouble falling asleep, but that's like par for the course. Now I gotta get dressed and I'm gonna go for a little bit of a walk here. I kind of got into that habit again a little bit when I was at my parents' house, and it definitely helps my back out. I should be starting physical therapy, well, tomorrow, actually. Or at least I will have my first consultation with a physical therapist. I'm getting ahead of myself. Walking helps. That's what I will do now. Well, after I get dressed, because I'll be very chilly outside. Every time I visit my parents for an extended stay, I always feel like I'm being spoiled with space. Never in my young life did I ever think space would feel like I was being spoiled, but that is the case when you live in a van. Oh. One leg after the other into the pants, well, on your knees. This is actually, it might look more awkward, but it's easier than sitting on the bed and having my neck cricked because it's almost hitting the roof. What? I'm not getting any wet food. It's hard food time, lady. It's cereal time. Why are you so antsy? Why are you so antsy? You're so antsy. You want some, do you need a treat? Will that warm your palate? A little appetizer? I know you're not a big fan of this stuff, are you? Okay, hang on. Let's see what we got up here. There we go. Okay, here. That's how we start any good day. With candy. Good girl. Ooh. Oh! You! Come on. Work with me. You're the worst. No. Here. Clean it up. Clean it up. There you go. Good girl. Okay. First things first. Cover up your crazy hair and keep your ears warm. And you're gonna need a flannel. Hi, Penny. One thing I could do potentially to unfreeze those washer lines is find a car wash and sort of blast the lines with some nice warm water. Problem is, with it being as cold as it is outside, I'm assuming, we're about to find out, I doubt the car washes would be open. I looked them up last night. It looks like there's only one in Golden. We're gonna drive by it regardless. It might be a little bit more of a nightmare with Grace in tow, but worth a try. We've got time. We just got to be back in the city with enough time to find a place to park the rig, drop Grace, and then go pick up the Pirate Princess. I'm getting ahead of ourselves. All right, get the keys. Give the pussy a big kiss on the head. Good girl. And I'm gonna need a hoodie. Oh, and probably some gloves. Yes, I know. I know. Okay, gloves are up here. Perfect. Can you hold those for me? Thank you. Don't worry, we're gonna be on the road again soon. What I will do when we go for this little walk, so you're gonna crank the heat in here. I know. All the way up. And let that burn off for however long it takes us to go for this walk. I don't know, we might still need that. Leave that up for breakfast later. Probably gonna drive up to a rest stop outside of Golden to have a bite to eat. I like to delay eating first thing in the morning as much as I can. Come back here, grab my glasses. Nailed it. I also need to look into getting a new pair of glasses. These are old glasses. I had my newer ones, for just over a year. These are 2 or 3 years old. But those new ones that I got were super skinny frames. I am not a super skinny frame sort of guy. I am constantly busting the arms off and whatnot. These ones are much nicer, way thicker, and have lasted a heck of a lot longer. Lenses are just a little scratched. That's a whole other problem. All right, let's go check out Golden. Not literally, because it's just the side of the Trans-Canada Highway. Oh, ah yes, as you do. Hey, well, it's a heck of a lot brighter out here than it was when we rolled in last night. Let's lock our door. Make sure you have your key before you do that. All right, I cannot tell you how many times. Yeah, not too far. That was the Chevron right up there where we filled Lucky up last night. Hey, we got a friend. I think I'll walk up there and we need some water. I hate not having my water bottle full. Oh yeah, it's cold. It's that sort of cold that gets right into the back of your throat and stabs at thee, which is another reason I kind of want to get on the road a little bit sooner rather than later. This hood is being impossible on my toque. Ooh. Yikes. If the roads are frozen, they won't be kicking up as much slush should I not be able to fix my windshield washer line situation. Oh, what a silly boy. Oh well, like I said, I'm glad I did it because it was bad up on the pass. Without it, I would have been blind a lot sooner. How's your day going? You gotta be kidding me. All right. Okay. Talked to the gentleman in there. I asked him if the one car wash I found online last night is the only one in town. He said yes. I said it's probably closed today though, isn't it? And he checked his watch, which is still a weird thing to get used to, only because he said, no, it's usually open until it's minus 14. So he's obviously checking the temperature on his smartwatch. So obviously one of those 2 apps I was using is incorrect, although he could also just be making wild assumptions. Well, I say we get back to the rig, got her water in hand, fire her up, go down and see if we can salvage some washer lines. Oh, otherwise it's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to buy a squeegee and then make a whole bunch of stops on the way and squeegee it off. Just getting out and spraying it and wiping it with a rag, that's diminishing returns because the rag gets very dirty. What am I talking about? That happened in the last video. Make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss a Van Life Plus nonsensical episode. Hey, this rig's from Quebec. You can hear their diesel heater ticking away too, and they got their little exhaust just right down there, pointed straight down. Nice install. I should do something like that for my next one. They clearly have their pump on the outside. I can hear it. Tick, tick, tick. Meanwhile, we got Lucky. Yep. Woo! Cold, cold, cold. All right, let's get Lucky fired up. Hopefully she don't complain too much. Come on, girl. Nice full belly full of gas. Let's do it. Nice. Not that cold then. That's what that means. Whew. So the problem when it's this cold and then it's this hot where you come into, you just immediately start to sweat from every orifice. At least when you're a guy that runs hot. Where was that pointed? Lovely view. Yikes. Need the light switch. Turn off the diesel heater. That's good. All right, let's get Lucky. Open for business by turning off the lights. Window blocker number 1. Ooh, you're a little moist this morning. Whew. Yep, inside of Lucky's window is a little frozen. Couldn't you tell it was cold? Yeah, it's just a little wet on the inside. Oh, this one. Yep. Yikes. But that is no match for a Karashar. Huh. That's still ice. A lot of it. Well, the stuff near the top anyway. There we go. Danny, you gotta stop breathing so much. All right, while we wait for that to de-thaw, we can get the power bank that we charged up yesterday back into the vest. Super simple. There we go. The little light just flashed, letting me know all systems are go. Now we have this bad boy for when we need to venture outside. I mean, we had the vest already, but now we've got its selling feature. All right, windshield clear. Let's get this big rig moving. Away we go. No problems on that slippery ground. According to the sign on the Prestige Inn, oh, we're gonna pass it before it changes back. There we go. It's only minus 7.7. That's very specific. So, how do I get to that car wash from here? I bet you gotta go into town, don't I? I better pull this up on the map. It's on my left in 150 meters. This is Mary's Motel. I stayed here once, years and years ago. Hello, giant crow. I don't see. Oh, maybe that's it over there. That should be easy enough to get in and out of. Let's see if we can get this whole rig in here. I don't know. Ah, yes. Door will not open at minus 14 degrees Celsius or below. It's also not opening at whatever this is, so that's not great for me because I can't back up. Awesome. Let's figure it out. I had to pull this rope here. It's quite the ordeal. Didn't even see that till I got out and went into the office. All right, let's get this big rig in there and see if we can solve our issue. My goodness. All right, Grace's butt is inside. Let's see if we can fix a washer line. All right, I did what I could there, sprayed what I could. Let's see what happens. Let's get that clean first. All right, come on, you, let's go. Yeah! We got washer fluid coming out of one arm. The other arm's still pretty. Okay, so that worked really well. It's only coming out of the driver's side right now. But I opened the hood and I sprayed along the line as best as I could. I got down to the pump and sprayed it as best as I could. And I lifted the arms up and the little nozzles that are on the actual wiper arms, I sprayed into that as much as I could as well. The driver's side cleared up. I'm concerned this is still just water coming out that was left. So I'm going to make my pump do work for a while here and make sure I'm actually getting that washer fluid out. Oh, there we go. It's coming out of the driver's or the passenger side now as well. Hip, hip, hooray. We're not gonna die. Well, not from not being able to see anyway. We'll see what the roads are like. I got these out of Grace. Came over here and I checked the bottle. If you remember from last night, we had it pretty full and now she is down to there. So we've definitely run washer fluid through her. So we gotta top her up and hit the road. Oi, fill her up. Not quite full. Right? the tippy tap once again. Okay. I'm gonna keep this one in lucky because I'm probably gonna have to stop and fill it up regardless. Let's not leave that open on Grace. That would be ill-advised. Oh boy. Tally freaking ho. Just past the kicking horse rest area. The reason I passed is because I got a little bit of momentum here, and this is a bit of an uphill climb now, and it's definitely one of those uphill jaunts that puts a lot of strain on Lucky, especially when she's hauling Grace. So I don't want to stop and have to creep out and start from zero again. Once you get to the top, there's a chain off area for the trucks where you can pull over. So I think that's going to be our goal. So we get up this steep ass incline, make sure Lucky's a-okay, and then we'll have a little eat to bite. And also this fig apple Red Bull, it tastes like hyperactive apple juice. such a bad view for breakfast. Where are those hard-boiled eggs at? Oh yes, the winter Red Bull. We got eggs. We've got yogurt. What more do you need? Salt and pepper. I can do with some salt and pepper. Hi, yeah. Well, parking lot doesn't feel any better than it was the last time I was in it, although there's more of a snow cover on it, so it shouldn't be as slippery. I don't need to go in. I didn't even want to stop, but my DC to DC charger is not working. That button should be glowing blue when I flip it on. This happened a while ago. I was able to fix it by just fussing around with the fuse box down here, because it's attached via a fuse tap to a constant power source here, hence the switch. It doesn't make any sense that just unplugging it and plugging it back in fixes it. So my wire tap might be on its way out. I don't know. Gotta get this stupid lid up. My fuse box is completely detached, no longer mounted to the floor. The legs are completely broken off. Just kind of stays put because of all of the wires. What's going on here? Come on, here we go. Come on, you, let go. Oh, it came on for a second. Something funny's going on. So yeah, it's not gonna be able to film any of this. It's so like jammed in here, but there, right there. That little red wire running into that black housing with the fuse sticking out the opposite way. Test my fuse tap. Give me a second. Hey, what the heck? It comes on just for a second. That's weird. I love when electronic stuff starts failing. It's super fun. This is super strange. Maybe it's a grounding issue more than it is a power issue. Oh yeah, farting around now the light's turned on. I'm thinking it's a grounding issue. Let me see what happens when I sort of mess around with this whole entire fuse box. Yeah. So that needs to be, what? And that's pressed down. That all stays grounded. Interesting. As soon as I lift this up, we lose connection. Okay. To try to fix this problem, this is gonna be real gross, and I apologize. But if we come down here and look at this fuse box, this leg right there where the flashlight is doesn't have a bolt on it, but this one does. However, this one is not attached. So we're gonna remove that bolt and put it on that, and hopefully that holds this thing down. We won't have any more issues. It's probably a 10. Take an old socket set out here. Let's see, is it a 10? It is a 10. Let's use the ratchet. Ratchet that off of there. I wonder how hard it is to like replace this entire box so this leg isn't busted. You'd have to replace the whole fuse box, so I don't know. Sounds like a future Matthew problem. Give it a couple extra cranks here to really sort of cinch it down. There. And our DC to DC charger on switch is still lit up. So we're back in business. And this won't wiggle around as free. Future Matthew's gonna have to track down that grounding issue, but for now, we're good. I didn't want to lose out on all of this driving time to charge my batteries. So, for those that don't know, we are in Field, BC. We're at the visitor center rest stop area here, which means we're almost at the Alberta border. But coming up just outside of town, hello, Magpie. How are you? Hello, sir. You're looking mighty cold. How are you?
Oh, sorry. Hello. You should probably fly south where it's a little warmer, bro. Just saying.
Anyway, coming up just outside of town is a huge incline that can get quite icy. It's what gave me trouble the last time I was coming through here with the whole rig, and what inspired me to get the studded tires. So I'm hoping between the tires and... What do you want? Wow. I have nothing for you. I have a very angry cat that might give you a run for your money. Anyway, between the tires and the weather today, I'm hoping we're okay. You're quite yippy. Go on, come on. Yeah. Fly away. Bloody birds! Burp. Don't feed the wildlife. Okay, anyway, let's try to get up that hill. And once we do that, it should be pretty much smooth sailing back to Alberta. And those birds are crazy out there, eh, Penny? See them? Little tails going. It was. Look at them all. You wanna go outside and say hi? Alright. Well, stop delaying the inevitable. We probably won't need 3. Everybody just calm down. Okay. Now we begin the ascent. Hold on to your butts. Should be okay if this start is any sign. It's nice and dry right now. And I did this before when I still had the unstudded Duratrax. It was so icy in the slow lane. I had to go over into the fast lane because on the ascent here it is a passing lane situation. I had to go into the fast lane because that's where the gravel was. Again, that's exactly what's happening right now. You can see the 2 lanes here. The one I'm in is bare. Off to the left, lots of gravel, but also some snow and ice. The difference is this time over here, so far, not as icy. Still climbing though, so you never know. Yeah, lucky. 2 cars coming up behind us. Oh, 3 cars. I don't see the road conditions changing very dramatically here. I'm just gonna go slow. There you go, buddy. Riding the bloody rumble strips. There we go. Car number 2 passing. And car number 3. Have at thee. Doing 70 right now, so perfect. Okay, good. This is what was making me the most nervous and worried about this drive back, but we are A-okay so far. I mean, Lucky's a little pissed off. Calm down! I don't know what that is. I think she keeps trying to shift into overdrive. Go ahead. At least it's pretty. You can see off on the side here on the right hand side, the waterfalls are just completely frozen. Looks really cool. Last time I drove this, as icy as it was even prettier, just the way the light was and the snow on the trees and everything. I'll take this nice dry road over to that beauty though. Thank you very much.
Even a train up there, peeking through the trees. Excellent. All right, that green sign coming up there on the right says chain off area ahead, which means we've made it through the worst of it. Now let's get our butts back into Alberta. All right. And there we go. Back in Alberta. This drive between, well, essentially the border and Banff, it's like, in my mind, it's Lake Louise and Banff, and it's always just like, it's just like, it's a little bit of a haul, the distance. It's like, you're not quite in BC when you're on your way there, and you're almost there, and this, that, and like, all that is to say, I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, and get us to where we need to be. I'm not looking forward to being back in Alberta. It's much, much colder here, apparently. And we made it back, hauling a Jeep Wrangler over the mountains in the wintertime. Although it's very nice here today weather-wise in Calgary, and it looks like it'll be even nicer tomorrow. But after that, the temperatures are going to start plummeting. Unless, of course, that changes, because they're throwing darts down at the weather predicting place. But regardless, I'm going to fill Lucky up because we were just below half a tank now. And I probably won't move her when those temperatures drop. So it's best practice to have a full gas tank when temperatures are going that far below freezing. So we're going to fill up the rig, then we're going to hunker down, ready to go to old Hotel Walmart. Well, we're gonna have to play the waiting game. When I'm hauling Grace's butt around, I really only like to go on these outside pumps up here. So we're gonna have to wait till the little Buick and the Chevy van are vamonos. And depending on the flow of traffic, sometimes I can be sitting waiting here for a while. It's just the way it is when I come in to this particular gas station. I should also get out the squeegees that they will have up here and clean the solar panels while Lucky is filling up. Just in preparation for that temperature drop. It doesn't look like there's a lot of snow in the forecast, so it'd be good to have those panels clear, because if Lucky's not moving, I'm gonna want to harness the power of the sun as much as possible. I hope this doesn't take too long. I really got a number one. Yes, all right, the Buick is pulling away. Oh, I just need the van to go now. before somebody else pulls up and steals that spot where the Buick was. How big could the tank be on that little cute van? All right, he just hung up his pump. Come on, you can do it. No, Taco, don't you dare. You keep driving, you're here to grocery shop. That's right, behave yourself. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh no, that's on the other side. Come on, man, let's go. Yeah, get your receipt, get your receipt. Excellent, now go, go, go. Come on. Woo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I know, Lucky, but we're not going very far, so just calm down, okay? There, now we got an easy pull away when we're done. There ain't nothing better than an easy pull away. I see back in Alberta. Those Alberta gas prices, but that's still higher than when I left. Ridiculous. All right, Penny, what do you say? Over to Hotel Walmart? I didn't think so. I also, now that I said that out loud, that it's going to be like warmer tomorrow than it is today, I can see myself ripping Lucky up to a car wash to clean her off. I could have gone right now, but I'm kind of getting short on time before I have to pick my little girl up. And I didn't want to deal with the hassle of taking the entire rig through the wash, and Grace is going to need a wash as well. So we got a nice full tank on Lucky. Let's go find a place to hunker down. Then we'll drop the Irish Pirate Queen and wrap up this epic adventure. Seems like forever since I've been here. Although I was just at the Walmart the other day when I was in town with Grace. Feels like old school van life for me. Big old RV friend right there. Pull up. There we go. Welcome back to Cowtown. Oh. Thank you for your service. Ooh, girl. Yeah. You're gonna need a bath. Yikes. Okay. Turn that on. Turn this off. Ooh. Okay. Let's set her free. Oh, yeah, see, got a little bit of buildup there from the slushy slush of the city, but the whole hole's not covered, so she should be just fine when we fire her up later. Don't really need her yet. It's not too shabby at all. So, yeah, I think Grace is going to need a little bit of a bath before I can do anything else, so I am going to enjoy this last little hour that I have, and by that I mean probably going to Walmart, use the can, get some eggs, as I do. And I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, just go out there, be happy, be creative, be yourselves. Most importantly, be positive, and remember, only dead fish go with the flow. And don't put water in your washer fluid bottle.